For the past few weeks, I've been really doubting whether I have what it takes to be successful. I've been doubting myself about whether I have what it takes to build a business, to be a founder in a startup, and to build my own company. And for context, I'm a software engineer. I have always wanted to, again, when I was small, throughout high school, throughout uni, wanted to build a company. I've wanted to solve a problem. I wanted to realize that problem to a large amount of people, to help them and to serve people. And recently I've been going through a really big dip in motivation, and as a result questioning whether I sort of have what it takes. And this is off the back of a tweet by Alex Hormozi, or a post by Alex Hormozi. If you don't know who Alex Hormozi is, he's a business entrepreneur. He's grown a lot over the past few years, and I think he's been a leader that a lot of people look up to, particularly young men. And the post of his last week was something along the lines of trying to normalize a 6-day work week, right? A 6-day work week for young people who have more time to work 12 hours a day for 6 days of the week, right? Normalizing that. If the standard is 9 to 5, they're normalizing, having to work that amount of time to succeed in whatever you want to do. Now, even before going to this, I know that building a company is difficult. That if you want to make it happen, you have to put in a lot of work, right? A lot of hours, and sacrifice a lot of things. That's all known to me. Obviously, knowing one thing and doing something is very different. And I've been questioning about myself because of my work ethic. Now, I'm trying to build a business right now, pitched, and I find that I'm really struggling to put in the extra hours outside of my day job as a software engineer. And I've been wondering if me not putting enough work is because I don't have what it takes, right? And that's very reasonable. If I can't put in those hours to build a business, then there's no way it's going to take off, right? There are so many countless people who have more drive, more passion, and a greater desire to make that happen. And if I can't put in the work to do that, then it simply won't bear fruits, right? And so I've been thinking about it and questioning, if I can't put in work, do I give up? Now that's a thought that has come across my mind. But I've reflected over the past few days, and I've basically thought about it like so. I think that I'm someone who does enjoy hard work. I'm more than willing to put in hard work for something that's very important to me. Now, with Pitched, solving it for recruitment is important. And when I look back, my dip in motivation or my lack of work ethic isn't so much because I can't put in work. I think it's that the type of work that I'm doing is not suited for myself, right? I say this because, yes, I'm a software engineer, and software engineers typically, spend a lot of time indoors coding. There's this big stereotype, right? But the fact is that I really enjoy spending time outside. I don't like working in a room on one thing in isolation. I like being outside. I like doing different things. I like talking to people. I like working on different tasks. And that's not the case for a software engineer, right? And particularly when you're a startup founder, yes, there's a lot of work to be done, probably in isolation. And right now I am a solo founder, which means most things I do is in isolation. And I think that's really tough for people, or for me at least. Obviously everyone is different. If you're someone who loves work and you can do it by yourself, that's honestly an amazing superpower. Now that's not for me, right? I think I have a great gift in collaboration and bouncing off different ideas and talking to people. Now, so I think this dip in motivation isn't because I'm allergic to this work ethic. I think it's just that I need to better position myself for success, right? Right now that might mean finding a co-founder, right? So where I can bounce ideas off more, where I can collaborate more with. And I'm still gonna continue building. I really believe in what I'm trying to solve and do, and I think I'm really well equipped for it. I've been granted great gifts for it, and I really want to make it happen, right? And yes, I think these feelings of doubt are inevitable, right? I think, yes, in one sense, to be a successful leader, I'm sure have some level of tunnel vision. But I think sometimes you do also have to doubt yourself, right? To look back and say, is what I'm doing right? Am I actually fit for this? Now, I am having a bit too much, and I really hope that over the next few weeks, I can continue to work and put myself in that best work to realize that opportunity. But yeah, look, I've been having doubts. I've questioned whether I have what it takes. I've thought about it, and I think it's because the type of work that I'm doing in isolation by myself at home, looking at a computer screen, which I honestly hate, is not the best type of work that I was built for. And so, oh, is it stopped? And so I think I have what it takes, but I really need to position myself better, right? And so for you, everyone is really different. Business advice is not a one size fits all, and you really need to find what works for you, right? So, yeah, I guess think about that.